Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Hell, you won. Louis.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 52. Check the backer.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 16. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Tiger.
Goff now looks to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15 shy of the 10.
Let's go.
16 yards.
Go.
Steelers.
Watch the pass.
First and 10.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Cut. 20. No chance. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, kill. Two. Mike, check. Hey, kill. You got nothing. Hey, echo. You got nothing.
On second and 11 now. Goff. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Here's Goff. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. A give to Cook out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
On first down, it's gone. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guy who's already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Goff. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. With that, he'll equal his receiving yards from a week ago. We're just in the first quarter. And that's a first down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now this throw caught left side. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down. Is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
It's now 4th and goal.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player,
dashing through the snow. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play. Looking to throw. Cooper. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hold on.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Goff. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Off play action. Richardson rolling to his right. That's caught inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Sponge. No.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Charlie. 57 Mike 57. Get it.
Now Richardson on first down. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gregory. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Check, 55, Mike.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. Take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Take over first and 10 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Let's go now. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
On first down, it's Mack. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, box drop.
Second and 5. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Richardson off play action. And the pressure gets to him again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Gregory. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go. It's caught at the 10. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
At their own 14-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, Sam on. Let's go, let's go. Get down.
Richardson now. Off the play fake. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught by Evans. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Rock it.
Here's Richardson from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
At their own 37
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready. And two stop.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. On first down, it's Moore. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
They'll go again here with Mack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. To throw is Richardson. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And a short return to the 6-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is in.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Set up. 60 or. Stay with your man. Big grip.
On first down, Mack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mack off the draw play. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Richardson. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. On 1st down, Mack. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. They'll run on 1st down. Moore. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Steelers, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Day.